From the star-studded NBA wedding and viral X-Men casting backlashes to secret team sabotage against Tyla and a full-blown BTS fan meltdown over Chris Brown, pop culture is completely out of control this week, and we need to talk about every single detail. What is up, everybody? I hope you are all having an amazing day, feeling good, and staying safe out there. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and join the family because we cover all the biggest commentary, pop culture news, and entertainment breakdown videos on the internet. Now, let's dive right into today's commentary because we have a ton of wild stories to unpack. First up, let me talk about the massive Raymond v. Brown tour featuring Usher and Chris Brown, because this tour is sparking endless conversation across the entire internet. First off, legendary music icon Lionel Richie threw some unprovoked, hilarious shade at both of them during a recent interview. Lionel said,
"And Usher and Chris Brown, see, they trying to do something new. Commodores with Earth, Wind and Fire, we were doing that back 40 years ago. The only difference is between then and now, we didn't go to jail." I'm sorry.
Chris Brown actually took it in stride, responding online with, "Damn Unk, we love you, Pawpaw," before posting lyrics to Lionel's classic hit All Night Long. So at least they kept that exchange lighthearted. However, Lionel wasn't the only one bringing up Chris Brown's past. A massive controversy erupted within the K-pop community when two members of BTS, J-Hope and RM, were spotted at the Usher and Chris Brown concert having the absolute time of their lives, dancing, enjoying the music, and posting pictures from the show. As soon as those posts hit the internet, a large portion of the BTS fan base had a complete meltdown. As we all know, Chris Brown remains one of the most polarizing and controversial figures in modern music due to his history of domestic violence, physical altercations, and legal troubles. Because of his past, a lot of people refuse to support him, and they have every right to feel that way. On the flip side, Chris Brown still maintains a massive fan base, sells out stadium tours worldwide, and receives constant public cosigns from major artists across the industry. So while it wasn't surprising to see artists like J-Hope and RM, who grew up studying Western R&B and pop icons, attending his show, many BTS fans felt deeply betrayed. Fans took to TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube to express their frustration.
I've seen people wishing death on BTS members, telling them to unalive themselves and hoping they get into car accidents.
BTS went to a Chris Brown show and took pictures with him. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is pretty indefensible.
And as BTS ARMY fans, we are 100% allowed to be disappointed in the fact that they attended that Chris Brown concert last night. Because personally, as someone named Rihanna, that man had put his hands on her and physically hurt her and has continued to hurt more women and other people as well. It is a big deal. And it is disappointing to see our idols attending a show of someone with such a problematic and violent past. Accountability needs to be held, especially as Namjoon he was just talking about how he wants to break this pattern of misogyny, how he wants to be better about that for his fans, who are majority of BTS fans are women or identify as women. So yes, it is extremely disheartening to see them attend a concert of a man who has been known and has a history that's, if you can look it up, it is there, it is real.
It's extremely anti-intellectual and toxic fan behavior to not allow fans to be upset, disappointed, and vent frustration. Namjoon and Hobie posted that they were at a Chris Brown concert. They weren't spotted at it, they were actively posting that they were there. And that's quite upsetting to a lot of people. BTS have a large, primarily female fan base. Chris Brown is a known abuser. He has an extremely violent past that's very public, very well documented. And I'm not seeing people hating the members, and I'm just seeing people express their disappointment in this. BTS are public figures, and they made what they were doing public. People are allowed to be upset about that, and you don't have to bend over backwards, do all these mental arithmetics to defend it. You can just express, I'm very disappointed that they did that.
At the end of the day, my take on it is straightforward. Fans have every right to feel disappointed and hold their favorite artists accountable when their actions don't align with the values they preach. But realistically, is this controversy going to cancel BTS or stop Chris Brown from packing out stadiums? Absolutely not. People have long made up their minds about whether they can separate the art from the artist. You have every right to choose not to support him, just as others will continue going to his shows. It really is what it is. Tyla's Twitter controversy, snake in the camp, or rogue hacker. Now, moving right along, we have to talk about the singer Tyla, because she has found herself in hot water on social media yet again. Recently, fans noticed that Tyla's official Twitter/account reposted a shady article praising Tyla while claiming she was occupying Rihanna's lane in the music industry. Naturally, as soon as people saw that repost, the entire internet exploded, reigniting that tired old discourse that Tyla is trying to replace or copy Rihanna. Now, in my personal opinion, I do not believe Tyla herself reposted that article. I strongly suspect someone managing her social media or running her account made that move. Tyla has actually addressed her social media issues in the past, publicly stating that people keep trying to hack her Twitter to repost shady things just to incite hate campaigns against her. She even tweeted previously, "Whoever keeps hacking my Twitter, keep it at this point," and she completely denied having anything to do with that Rihanna article. She told fans, "Y'all know that's not me. Y'all could keep trying to find ways for me to look like someone I'm not. Be for real, y'all are dragging it." Despite her statement, a lot of people online refuse to believe her. They're claiming she's just being shady, throwing stones, and hiding her hands, and then using the "I got hacked" excuse whenever she faces heat. But in this specific situation, I actually tend to believe Tyla. Think about it logically. Why on earth would Tyla intentionally go out of her way to shade Rihanna? Especially after the massive backlash she received during the Met Gala situation, where she talked about her awkward interaction with Rihanna. Remember how people dragged Tyla back then, accusing her of feeling entitled to Rihanna's attention or trying to expose her for snubbing her? Having survived that nightmare, Tyla would have to be out of her mind to turn around and deliberately subtweet or shade Rihanna online. Rihanna is pure industry royalty. She has one of the most fiercely loyal fan bases in world history, and she has deep, powerful ties to Roc Nation. We all know the rumors about how Roc Nation moves behind the scenes. Tyla is a rising global pop star. She does not want or need that kind of smoke with Rihanna or her team. My theory? She either has a snake in her camp or a label manager handling her accounts who deliberately reposted that article to generate toxic engagement and drama. Or her account truly was compromised by someone behind the scenes who dislikes her and wants to see her canceled. I know some people won't buy it, but to me, it makes zero sense for Tyla to sabotage her own career like that. Now, on to our next big topic. I want to send a massive, massive congratulations to Coco Jones and her NBA player husband, Donovan Mitchell. They got married recently, and the exclusive photos and video clips from their wedding were officially released. And can I just say, the pictures are absolutely stunning. Coco looked breathtakingly beautiful. Honestly, everybody who showed up looked amazing. It was a complete star-studded event, with so many big names coming out to show love, support, and celebrate their special day. Seeing all the footage circulating online, it really looked like everyone had the absolute time of their lives. They look so genuinely happy together, and their energy as a couple is just infectious. I am beyond thrilled for both Coco and Donovan, and I want to wish them a lifetime of love, health, peace, and endless years of happiness together. Maya Boyd lands Storm in X-Men and the online backlash. Finally, I want to give a quick shout out and massive congratulations to upcoming actress Maya Boyd for securing the monumental role of Storm in the upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe X-Men reboot. Now, you have to understand how huge this is. Storm is one of the most iconic, revered, and coveted comic book roles in all of Hollywood history. For months, really, ever since Marvel announced the X-Men were joining the MCU, people have been debating, fan casting, and arguing across every corner of social media about who should take over the mantle from Halle Berry and Alexandra Shipp. For a long time, Jamie Lawson was a huge fan favorite. A lot of people wanted her, but then another crowd argued, well, she's already somewhat established. She's a little bit older, and we need someone newer, younger, and fresh for a multi-year cinematic universe. Then Susie Bemba's name was floating around for the role, but she unfortunately received a ridiculous amount of online backlash, with internet trolls claiming she wasn't attractive enough, which was completely mind-blowing, toxic, and unfair to me. Then Chloe Bailey expressed interest in playing Storm, and the internet practically dragged her, calling her every name in the book because critics claimed she was too light-skinned for the role. And now, Maya Boyd officially secures the bag and lands the role. And guess what? People are still online complaining, claiming she isn't dark-skinned enough. At this point, I am looking at social media like, how? What do people actually want? It really proves that internet commentators and toxic fandoms are never satisfied. No matter who gets cast in a major role, someone is always going to find something to complain about. Honestly, though, I am genuinely happy for Maya Boyd. If you look into her background, she has an incredible resume. She is a Broadway-trained performer, a stellar singer, a trained dancer, and a phenomenal actor. She is a literal triple threat with genuine EGOT potential down the road. Booking a legacy superhero role like Storm in the MCU is going to do absolute wonders for her career, and I personally cannot wait to see how she commands the screen and brings Ororo Munroe to life. That wraps up all the major stories for today's video. I want to hear from all of you in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on the BTS and Chris Brown concert drama? Do you think Tyla was genuinely set up by her team, or was she being shady? What do you think about Coco Jones' beautiful wedding pictures? Are you excited to see Maya Boyd take on the role of Storm in the MCU? Drop your hot takes in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to the Impressive channel, and share this video with your friends. Thank you all so much for watching, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye!